Francisco Arceliana, writer, poet, essayist, critic, journalist, and teacher, is one of the most important progenitors of the modern Filipino short story in English. He pioneered the development of the short story as a lyrical prose poetic form. For Arceliana, the pride of fiction is it is able to render truth that is able to present reality. Some of his short stories are and his poems being Virgilio S. Almario, also known as Rio Alma, is a poet, literary historian, and critic who has revived and reinvented traditional Filipino poetic forms, even as he championed modernities in poetics. In 34 years, he has published 12 books of poetry, which include the seminal Maquinacion and Peregrinacion and the landmark trilogy Doktrinang Anak Pawis, Mga Retrato at Recuerdo, and Muli, Sa Kandungan ng Lupa. He has also redefined how the Filipino poetry is viewed and paved the way for the discussion of the same in his 10 books of criticisms and anthologies, among which are ang Makata sa Panahon ng Makina, Balagtasismo versus Modernismo, 8 dekada ng makabagong tulang Pilipino, Cirilo F. Bautista is a poet, fictionist, and essayist with exceptional achievements and significant contributions to the development of the country's literary arts. Bautista continues to contribute to the development of Philippine literature as a writer through his significant body of works, as a teacher through his discovery and encouragement of young writers in workshops and lectures, and as a critic through his essays that provides insight into the craft of writing and correctives to misconceptions about art. Major works: Summer Sun, Words and Battlefields. Carlos P. Romulo's multifaceted career spanned 50 years of public service as educator, soldier, university president, journalist, and diplomat. Romulo in all wrote and published 18 books, a range of literary works which included The United, I Walk with Heroes, I Saw the Fall of the Philippines, Mother America, I See the Philippines Rise. Jose Garcia Villa is considered as one of the finest contemporary poets regardless of race or language. The first of his poems, Have Come, I'm Here, received critical recognition when it appeared in New York in 1942 that, soon enough, honors and fellowships were heaped on him. Villa is also known for the tartness of his tongue. Amado V. Hernandez, poet, playwright, and novelist, is among the Filipino writers who practice committed art. Hernandez's other works include Bayang Malaya, Isang Dipang Langit, Luha ng Buwaya, Amado V. Hernandez, Tudla at Tudling, Katipunan ng mga Nalathang Tula 1921 to 1970, Langaw sa Isang Basong Gatas, Magkabilang Mukha ng Isang Bagol at iba pang akda ni Amado V. Hernandez. Nick Joaquin is regarded by many as the most distinguished Filipino writer in English writing, so variedly and so well about so many aspects of the Filipino. Nick Joaquin has written plays, novels, poems, short stories, and essays, including reportage and journalism. Among his voluminous works are The Women Who Had Two Navels, Portrait of the Artist as Filipino, Manila, My Manila as Story of the Young, The Ballad of the Five Battles, Rizal in Saga, Almanac for Manilianos, Cave and Shadows. Ides El Tiempo, poet, fictionist, teacher, and literary critic, is one of the finest Filipino writers in English whose works are characterized by a remarkable fusion of style and substance, of craftsmanship and insight. Tiempo's published works include the novel A Blade of Fern, The Native Cost and the Alien Corn, the poetry collections, The Tracks of Babaylon and Other Poems, and The Charmer's Backs and Other Poems, and the short story collection Abide, Joshua, and Other Stories. Bienvenido Lombera is a poet, librettist, and scholar. He introduced to Tagalog literature what is now known as bagay poetry, a landmark aesthetic tendency that has helped to change the vernacular poetic tradition. He is the author of the following works: Likhang Dila, Likhang Diwa, Balaybay, Mga Tulang Lunot at Maliban Lang, Sa Sariling Bayan, Apat na Dulang May Musika, Agonias sa Hacienda Luisita, Pakikiramay. As a scholar, his major books include the following: Tagalog Poetry, Tradition and Influences in its Development, Philippine Literature, A History and Anthology, Revaluation, Essays on Philippine Literature, Writing the Nation, Pag-akda ng Bansa. F.C. Yunelhus's writing since the late 60s, when taken collectively, can best be described as epic. In the five-novel masterpiece, The Rosales Saga, consisting of The Pretenders, Tree, My Brother, My Executioner, Mass, and Poon. F.C. Yunelhuse is also a publisher, lecturer on cultural issues, and the founder of the Philippine chapter of the international organization PEN.